StadiumDB.com presents Future Stadiums in Spain. Hola amigos! In the rhythm of flamenco, we will flit this time through the map of Spanish stadiums that are already being built or will be built in the future. In the end, there will be Real and Barcelona venues involved as well, so make sure to stay with us until the end. Before we show you 14 of these facilities, please like the video, subscribe and click the bell. Thanks! And now let's see the first stadium, the smallest of all we will present to you. Estadio de Fútbol Municipal de Marbella. Capacity 8,000. Marbella FC. An unusual feature was to be a retractable roof over the pitch. Such a solution has never been used at such a small facility. In the free space, a pavilion with hotels was planned, which would balance in form between a cruise liner and a yacht. In this way, the nautical aesthetics of the stadium would be defined. In 2022, however, a competition was held for more balanced concept. In the end, the new facility in Marbella will accommodate 8,000. Finetwork Arena, capacity 18,000, CD Eldense. On February 9, 2023, CD Eldense President Pascual Perez announced plans to build a new stadium for his club. The concept presented is remarkably ambitious for a club of this rank. The president of CD Eldense, however, has far-reaching plans for the team, so the new facility is expected to meet the requirements of playing even in La Liga. In addition, it is special for a futuristic shape. Visit Mallorca Estadi. Capacity 23,000. RCD Mallorca. The ceremonial start of the reconstruction took place on May 5, 2022. The project involves the removal of the athletics track and the reconstruction of the lower ring of stands to bring it closer to the pitch. The work has been divided into 4 phases and is expected to be completed by January 2024. Will the renovation help the team return to the European top? Full of emotions, Champions League matches against Borussia Dortmund, Isco as a playmaker, memories. Estadio Nuevo Los Cármenes. Capacity 25,000. Granada CF. The project is mainly focused on optimization, increasing commercial capacity and improving the exterior and changes to the surroundings. In 2022, it was reported that an agreement was reached with the city to put the plan into action. The visuals are impressive. Power Horse Stadium. Capacity 25,000. UD Almeria. The modernization was to take place in 2 phases. The first, which included completing the facade and repainting the seats red, has already been done. The second phase of the reconstruction, which is yet to begin, includes eliminating the athletics track, rebuilding the stands and bringing them closer to the field. The stadium's capacity is expected to increase to 25,000 spectators. Work could begin in 2023-24 season. Estadi Ciutat de Valencia. Capacity 26,354. Levante UD. Good news for lovers of historic stadiums. The Estadi Ciutat de Valencia, built back in 1969, will not be demolished. Plans for the renovation have been known for a long time, but in the end, it was not until 2020-2021 that the first stage of the renovation was completed, which included the construction of a new canopy. The second stage, an upgrade of the back of the stands and the creation of a new facade, remains as a dream for now. Abanca Balaidos. Capacity 31,100. Celta Vigo. A facade sheet already adorns the exterior of the facility, and the new roof was raised in late February. The next step was to install seats in the new east stand to make it possible for the fans to sit there as soon as possible. Once that is completed, the stand behind the west gate will remain. Spain is seeking to host the 2030 World Cup. which could affect further plans for the Balaidos. Speaking of plans, we hope you plan to like and leave a comment. Meanwhile, let's go with the second half, where the biggest stadiums await. Nuevo Mendizorroza, capacity 32,000. Deportivo Alavés. The concept unveiled in 2016 called for expanding the stands with additional rows and a narrow second tier. The Mendizorroza stadium is to be extensively redeveloped, retaining as much of today's stands as possible. A sizable solar farm is to be located on top of the facility to provide the energy needed for the daily operation of the venue. Unfortunately, in 2020, implementation was postponed indefinitely. Elysium City Stadium, capacity 40,000. Castilblanco. Somewhere between Madrid and Seville, the futuristic Elysium City is planned to be built with an equally state-of-the-art stadium. Estadio Ramón Sánchez Pizjuán, capacity 55,000. Sevilla FC. Despite many different ideas starting from 2006, the club intends to invest in expanding its own stadium rather than move to another location. By extending the facility, the auditorium would be fully covered. For the duration of the reconstruction, the club could use La Cartuja. At this point, however, there is no valid visualization. All designs are either outdated or proprietary, like the one you see. Estadio Benito Villamarín, capacity 60,000. Real Betis. There are plans to rebuild the main stand and to create a full facade and roof. You can now see the design by Antonio González Cordón, which outlines the main features of the expansion. Nou Mestalla, capacity 70,000. Valencia CF. The club is constantly making efforts to complete the construction, which began in 2007. The Ghost facility became a symbol of the club's financial crisis of those years. In June 2022, yet another concept for the completion of the Nou Mestalla was presented. This time, it depicts a facility finished with an airy facade and a tandem roof covered with photovoltaic panels, creating the largest roof of its kind in Europe. Will this idea come to fruition and when? We don't know. Estadio Santiago Bernabeu, capacity 80,242. Real Madrid. Work began in May 2019 and the reconstruction is expected to be completed by the end of 2023. The most significant changes are visible on the stadium's facade and roof. The new facility will be one of the most modern in the world. Commercial areas, parking, locker rooms or the club museum will be developed. The pitch will be able to be folded into 3 sections and hidden in the basement for non-football events at the stadium. Noteworthy is the skywalk, a terrace that will encircle the entire stadium at its highest level. Spectators staying there during matches will be able to watch the on-field events and the Madrid skyline at the same time. Spotify Camp Nou, capacity 105,053. FC Barcelona. The Camp Nou expansion includes the creation of a new third tier with equal height throughout, as well as VIP rings between the second and third tiers. The most important part of the renovation of the Blaugrana Stadium is the roof, which currently covers a small portion of the stands. In the future, it is expected to cover all the seats. For one season, FC Barcelona will have to play at another stadium, and the Spotify Camp Nou will not return until 2025 at the earliest. Both the construction and the club itself, however, are now parts of a few scandals. With 14 Spanish stadiums behind us, it's time for a siesta. You too take a rest, but remember that every week another video awaits you on the channel. Give a subscription so you don't miss them. Adios!